Question 2. X is uniform in interval a, b, and y equals to x squared. Question A. Find and draw probability density function and probability mass function. Since x is uniform in interval a, b, so the probability density function is 1 over b minus a when x greater than or equal to a and less than or equal to b, and 0 for otherwise. And the probability mass function is 0 when x less than a and x minus a over b minus a for x greater than or equals to a and less than b, equals to 1 for x greater than or equals to b. And the graph of probability density function is the graph of probability mass function is question B. A equals to -1 and b equals to 3. So for y greater than or equals to 0 and less than or equals to 1, x equals to this. So there are two roots. Y greater than 1 and less than or equals to 9, x equals to square root of y. So there is one root. So for y greater than or equals to 0 and less than or equals to 1, fy equals to fx1 over absolute value of x squared prime plus fx2 over absolute value of x squared prime equals 1/4 over absolute value of 2 square root of y plus 1/4 over absolute value of -2 square root of y. For y greater or equal to 1 and less than 9, fy equals to fx over absolute value of x squared prime equals to 1/4 over absolute value of 2 square root of y equals to 1/8 square root of y. So the probability density function of y is 1/4 square root of y for y greater than or equals to 0 and less than 1. 1/8 square root of y for y greater than or equal to 1 and less than 9. 0 for otherwise. So the graph is for y greater than or equals to 0 and less than 1, fy equals to integral 1/4 square root of y dy equals to 1/2 square root of y. For y greater than or equals to 1 and less than 9, fy equals to integral 1/8 square root of y dy equals to square root of y plus 1/4. So the fy equals to 0 for y less than 0 and 1/2 square root of y for y greater than or equal to 0 and less than 1. Square root of y plus 1/4 for y greater than or equal to 1 and less than 9. 1 for y greater than or equal to 9. So the graph should be expectation of y equals to integral 0 to 1, 1/4 square root of y times y dy plus 1 to integral 1 to 9, 1/8 square root of y times y dy equals to 1/4 integral 0 to 1 square root of y dy plus 1/8 integral 1 to 9 square root of y dy equals to 1/4 times y to the 3/2 0 to 1 plus 1/8 times y to the 3/2 1 to 9 equals to 1/4 times 1 plus 1/8 times 27 minus 1 times 2/3 equals to 7 over 2 times 2 over 3 equals to 7 over 3.